It would probably help if I turned on the correct game source. Alright. Alright, there we are. I think? I thought I fixed the overlay. That's looking like I broke my overlay again. Okay. Okay. It's fixed. We're good. I can turn down the opacity on that, right? I'm really not digging just having the big black box on one side of the screen. No, I need to go into Stream Elements for that. Fuck. It is the middle of the fucking night. How come I'm doing things? Because who needs sleep? I'm going back to night shift anyway. Okay. There we go. That's good. That's good. Alright. I had this whole Bright Spark idea for how I was gonna... Oh, right, I was gonna build something. Hey, Clocky, what's up? There's something wrong with the Emperor. Lion strength. Is she being threatened? Only for that simple. She must be missing something. Must be because she's missing something. That's right. I forgot. I hate Penacony side quests. They're always so depressing. Oh, hey. A guy I can absorb emotions from. Yeah, I'd be pretty bummed out about that too, Chief.
Spare the formalities, noble one.
You're back, Grey Knight. That's me. Hands no longer exist in this reality. Eternal turmoil with a theory that hasn't surfaced in years. Arrived just in time, Grey Knight. I need to ask you for a favor. I've always considered Penacony was, at the very least, a civilized place. That at worst there would be a meager riffraff who disrespected the Emperor. These days, there have been a bunch of unruly hooligans who assaulted me time after time. Benevolent as I am, I refuse to stoop to their level, but the more I think about it, the more seething I become. Cope and seethe. I fucking am, and it doesn't make me want to kill you any less. Okay. I don't know how the microphone source is hooked in, but it's hooked in. Cool. Yeah, cool. I am A-okay to beat some people up. What's the last? Well, what if they flee? At least help me identify them, and then report them to the blood hounds. Alright, let's go for it. Fired. Let's see if they take it. Actually, since I'm standing here thinking about it, I have things. Oh, I can't exchange for that. All right, quick detour. I've got to, I've got to hook my Black Swan up. She's kind of the weak link here. I was just in the screen I needed to go to the place. Yeet! Da, 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 da. Hey man, I am genuinely surprised anyone's still awake, but yo. There's gonna be maintenance in like 4 hours, so I'm just gonna play until they throw me out. Current team is underpowered. I think I still get the same rewards for. I'm not hitting any of his weaknesses. Can I brute force this on pure nihility synergies? Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it.
Everyone's a customer!
Destiny. Relax.
Together as one!
What do you want to know?
Happy New Year!
Oh. I like the regular speed.
The seal of ill fate descends. Forget your wallet.
Relax.
Allow me to make a divination. Information. In accordance.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss.
Cleared out your pockets.
Retribution will find you.
Yin and yang, life and death.
That breathing sensation. Remember.
Again, the ill tidings manifest.
The omniscia sees through you together as one. All things in this world have their laws, yet stratagems, constellations are human creations.
Actually, I finally had a good time playing simulated universe. Because the nihility path
Stand
is just
still.
fucking crack.
Mind your manners.
May as well kill them all.
I forgot. I can turn down my headphones once, and I'm not.
Relax.
Cleared out your pockets.
It's gonna be that way.
That breathing sensation.
Up.
Remember it.
Forget you.
Stand still.
What would you like to know this time? Here, all yours.
Spawn more bugs. Chuckle ups.
And awaken.
Not gonna help.
Come feast your eyes. It's never too early for a happy new year.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss.
Yeah, when's that?
Good times never last. Time to say
Twilight
bye.
Troll.
Boom.
Effect resistance.
Yin and yang, life and death.
The threads of destiny.
Relax.
Allow me to make a dividend together as one. All things in this world have their yet stratagems, constellations are human creations.
Aha, and we just daisy chained them. Those.
Yin and yang, life and death.
I don't think Bushwen's going to enjoy this stage.
Again, the ill tidings manifest.
Stand still.
Converge and awaken!
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Feast your eyes! It's never too early! For a happy new year!
Which one again? Not cool again.
All
Yeah.
things in this world, yet stratagems, constellations, are human creations!
That's my tank. It's boom.
Yin and yang,
Yeah,
life
to
and death.
immediately burn.
May as well kill
Complete
them all.
breeds bliss stack. But you know, I can live.
This won't take long.
Turn out your pockets!
Here, have more burn. I like it. It's tight.
Memories are ever changed. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss. What would you like to know this? Huh.
Relax.
Together as one!
Outrage does count as a crowd control. Yes. Okay. I think the wheels are coming with us.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
The omniscience is with all my power. Scry the future!
Stand still.
Feast your eyes! It's never too early! For a happy new year!
Holy shit, she
The threads of destiny aren't here. All yours.
I have straight up done more damage to this man than blowing up his skulls. There goes the team.
That breathing sensation. Remember.
Kafka, we're gonna need a miracle here.
Time's passage.
Oh my god, we got him on the dots. Three-quarters of the team is down. Kafka's on her last legs. But we did it. I got what I wanted. I'm fucking out of here. Goodbye. all I wanted was
Grand tales stem from grand pasts.
enough traces to do this. I need like 8 of them, right? Let's just convert them all. I have to go back to the Foxfire mines later anyway. There.
Grand tales stem from grand pasts.
Okay, there we go. Black Swan has her bonus abilities. Is that any better? I usually run my mic a little bit turned down because, according to this thing, according to the meter in my OBS, I peak it out. And also because it's picking up my AC. I kind of randomly remembered the Sphinx of Black Quartz thing. I'm surprised that was still showing up in chat. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. It's not... I'm going in circles. Never mind. Okay, so what's Skirly's effect hit rate at now? Nice, nice. No. It was her. It was her relic. Oh. That's right. It doesn't check. It's not like the other relics that have a threshold for... I have a threshold for a stat for an attack boost. It is... It's a ridiculously entertaining phrase, and I don't know why. I think it's just lending... Okay. I find that phrase funny because it just feels like I'm lending tremendous gravitas to a completely mundane cause. Okay, so where am I falling? I'm walking 50 feet.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
I don't want to know just how much dry cleaning do you pay for in a week? That's me. I will hide behind the sign. Aren't we like 20 feet from the reverie? Yeah, we're like 20 feet from the river. So this side quest is kind of goofy because I don't know if you've ever heard anything about Emperor Norton of San Francisco. Oh yeah, I'm willing to bet Kafka's not correct. I'm pretty sure this lady is basically just Space Emperor. So Emperor Norton is this dude. Or, well, okay. He was this dude. He was a homeless guy in San Francisco in the, like, 20s or something. Actually, I want to go look him up now. Excuse me. In the late 1800s, in 1859, he proclaimed himself Norton the First, Emperor of the United States. Commonly known as Emperor Norton, he took the secondary title of Protector of Mexico in 1863 after Napoleon III invaded. He was a bit of an oddball in that he just kind of declared himself the emperor. He didn't have any kind of political power. He just kind of became this harmless kook that the people of San Francisco liked. I'm not even sure he was homeless now that I'm reading this. He tried to fine people $25 for calling San Francisco Frisco. That's odd, fellow. In the game, a bloodhound family member mentions that this woman that we're following around probably isn't nobility. It's possible. Enough people have, I guess, just crashed in the dreamscape after their lives fell apart. But hey, she's friendly, she's helpful, and people like her. So they're willing to humor the fact that she calls herself Empress. some unusual tastes. Jesus fucking Christ. It's just taking a photo, right? Oh my god. Ask her permission before you take the picture of her. I don't want to come off as a pervert. I'm only creating a one-to-one idealized version of her inside the dreamscape. I don't think there's any way that you can frame that as being anything but a pervert, my man. Hello. Oh, right. That's a thing the family can do. Nameless and danger aren't too far departed.
Cleared out your pockets.
Chuck a grenade at the TV.
All things in this world have their law. Yet
She has a free energy
strategies,
charge.
constellations are human creations!
Mind your manners.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Like, I just... I don't get it.
Destiny's course is becoming apparent.
Who falls so hard for a random cop that you are willing to
Stand still.
pretty much create a sex?
The omniscience is
Like-
through you.
How is that anything but you being a
As
pervert?
one!
Stop it. Let's play once and for all your repeated ambitions. Popsha profanity. Every instance of just swearing in a foreign language is automatically funny to me. The Arc Knights event, that collab they've got going with Rainbow Six. There's a couple instances of Doc just having the subtitle French swearing. I don't think Ella does any Polish swearing. Although that's funny because she's working with a Kazimierzy art mogul, and apparently Polish and the I call Kazimierz hyper-capitalist Poland because it explains enough to get people to understand what I'm talking about. In universe, Polish is the native language of Kazimierz. So when Ella starts to mutter to herself in Polish, the guy's like, "Oh," and immediately starts answering her in the language. There's a moment of startled, wait, what the fuck? Also, it turns out that I'm working with an amnesiac war criminal. You should find your purpose. Excuse me. Do the impossible. Are we that cool? How about you? Do you agree? Okay. I'll be back in just a sec. I left my streaming hoodie in another room, and I actually kind of need it tonight. That... Isn't that just a cotter pin? Components from a certain ruin. Into the dreamscape we go. Grey Knight, stop standing there in a daze. Grey Knight? What's going on? Are you asleep? Stop giving me a fright. Are you out of your mind? I am your most beloved Popsha Empire's Princess Tezokik II. Why has your majesty turned into a child? Your majesty? You want to lose your head? You call the emperor your majesty. I'm a princess, so you'll call me your highness. It's risen from common lineage, are excellent in everything but etiquette. And I'm okay with that. It's kind of funny because I've got TV tropes open in another tab, and the banner ads are pretty much always one of two things. It's either figures from the Crunchyroll shop, because I have been known to occasionally buy figures, and the other one is it's TCG Player. It's rarely ever Magic cards off of TCG Player, but I'm not starting Weiss Schwartz. As amusing as it would be to construct a HoloLive deck. He's not a child, so he won't play into your hands. Got some guts. His Majesty has been assassinated. Man. Wait. He's a lieutenant, but he was called Dying Captain. What? It's time to go, Princess. Blood for the blood god.
Cleared out your pockets.
I'm here. I'm here.
No matter.
Come
I'm
feast
here.
your eyes.
To do two things.
Never too early
Administrate ass whoopings.
for a happy new
And-
year.
Well, administrate ass whoopings. It is my will that everyone have a bad.
The threads of destiny aren't true. The seal of ill fate descends.
Everything came together. In formation. In accordance.
Stand still.
I'm glad I stuck that aggro boost. Or that aggro boost.
What would you like to know this? Again, the ill timing manifest.
Don't throw the game.
Relax.
Together as one.
Once she sends the throne, the authority of the Empress Dowager's clan will be greatly reduced. Okay. Alright. That makes sense. Alright. It's time to bomb it.
Someone there.
Does that hurt?
I got ambushed. Fuck.
Good times never
Hello,
last.
Mommy.
Time to say
It's time
bye.
for electroshocks.
Boom.
Forget your wallet.
Oh,
Wealth and wisdom.
That breathing sensation. The human body is beautiful in its
it's time to go, princess. Take a detour through the countryside to exit the city. Are they aware of how cities work? Short-lived imperial rule. Okay. Ascended the throne, became the Kusha Empire's emperor. Margaret continued her daughter, the Empress Dowager, began to rule her stead. Did not intend to return my imperial authority. As with the regions became intense, our relations soured. It's clear to me I was fast losing my position as puppet ruler. Man, I could never hack at a court. Wait, fuck. I don't even know what option I picked. I just heard a gunshot. Let's leave my mouse over here now. A young woman named Lenamar enters the throne room. Who is Lenamar? Okay. Lenamar, you've done well. Oh god, she... Ugh. Yeah, she is using... Okay. Just poison the Spy Master. It'll be fine. What the fuck? Okay. A toast, Spy Master. And then she goes down. Without the Imperial Chambers, traded 49 innocent lives to restore my own sovereignty. Thought I'd be safe if I just slayed my political enemies. Emperor Norton is fucking Space Stalin. What the fuck? Oh dear. Yo. Impoverished plotting another insurgency, rallying together in an attempt to overthrow. Oh. Okay. We don't wish to kill you. If you wish to abandon that villain, then welcome a mighty warrior who fights for righteousness. But if you insist on being a tyrant's fangs, then we do not fear death either. Leave, and I will pretend we never met. It's kind of cool that I can trade purely on a reputation and just be like, dude, I don't want to fuck you up. Just leave. Ice cream first, and then roast. What do you mean? What? Wouldn't be tasty if it melted. Oh my god. Well, this is some Red Queen energy. All right. Hey guys. She said you're different from her and that you can be reasoned with, which is why you should understand that we have to do this. Fight for righteousness. Why would you? She was not born. Just a weak heart. What is unbreakable?
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss.
Through the game. Wealth and wisdom.
You know, I'm not sure my boy is really deserving of the respect at this point.
May as well kill them all.
Come feast your eyes. It's never too early. For a happy new year.
Relax.
Very nice. Get over here. Not so long. I hope to reward you lavishly. That's execute a saturation bombing on Pastrax City. The uprising has been quelled. What in the world are you doing? 3 rebellions have occurred in that city within 5 years. Do you want me to believe that the insurgency has been quelled? Pastrax City may have been the insurgency base, but it doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the 4 million citizens who live there. I understand what you said, and I don't wish to do this for the great Persian Empire. his wizened thing up to the airspace of Pazdrak and toss him out along with the bombs. Shim Christmas. What is it? If I simply release you, it will send a signal to the others. Disaster victims. How is that wrong? Stoner winds is particularly intense and disaster victims under the Empire. The whole Empire suffered from famine. Received your kindness. How is this fair to them? Fucking, you expect one guy to finance the entire relief effort? Like, who's paid that well? I'm sorry that fucking... I'm sorry that some dude in middle management can't afford to bankroll the entire Red Cross relief effort. Release those traitors. The traitorous army has almost breached this place. If it weren't for you, would they even have had a chance to rise again? This was the one person I could trust, but it appears that I was too naive. Revolutionaries barged into the palace. I had already packed my valuables and fled to Penacony. I asked the family to seal my past memories, for they brought me nothing but Penacony. I became a renowned, kind soul. For everything now. Suddenly starts bubbling. I have done those things. The Green understand. Could have just said Imperial. It's like they later revealed Empire. Dissolution Committee of the Persian. Okay. Second command. Executive Vice Leader of the... Okay, fine, whatever. Take you back to stand trial. Charged with over 70 war crimes, 3.12 Jeez. Is that even... I'm just trying to understand. Is there a point at which you... Okay. Death by hanging, 10 years imprisonment, death by hanging, death by hanging. Okay, this is like... This is the Cliff Notes. Well, okay, no, excuse me. It's the verdicts on the Nuremberg trials. It's 1, 3, and 4. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know if you can... I don't know. Well, then what's the fucking point? If everything you ever do is just gonna follow you forever, then why try to be better? Okay, so now that I've probably condemned a pleasant woman to death, let's go do something else. Hey there, dickhead.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin. Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech. authorized by the Garden of Recollection and owned by the IPC. Did you really think the Galaxy Ranger was an outsider this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die?
That's the case. Or if that's really the case, I can't really trust anyone.
It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony.
Always.
Everyone's got their own agenda. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do, but you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help. I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Once I find a weak point, the IPC will have plenty of means.
I keep looking at that.
Now we have
that
our
cutout
chance.
on his chest and thinking
So long
it's
as
an
we can get to
upside
the
down
truth
heart,
behind
but
her
I
death,
remember
we
it's
can
supposed
have
to be
justice for
spades.
Robin. While also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice, and I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
You want to take advantage?
Don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. Don't mention it. So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your plans?
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
Okay, how does she put on that outfit? Like... Is the lace collar like a separate thing? That she just kind of has the superficial straps to? Is this just like a really fancy brooch? I mean, it would have to be load-bearing if she doesn't want to, you know, flash everyone.
Discard your worthless destiny.
I'm thinking about this too hard. Yo, what's up?
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet, but judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers.
Can I toss a die to let it decide for me? He'd probably approve of that as a decision-making rubric. Oh me, oh my. Except her being a memo keeper... There is a non-zero chance that she just give you the... Excuse me. She would just give you a recollection of getting funky with her and not actually do anything with you.
That is something I agree on. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions... Two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span. In and of itself, that's very unusual. Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated and weakening the family's protections. Or Everything has been planned out and executed by someone. If someone has chosen these victims deliberately, first a stowaway, then a family celebrity, then this murderer's motives are worth thoroughly chewing over. It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion. Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost.
Oh, hey, look, it's all those flash-boiled corpses from fighting Sam. Go over to a random
This way.
spot.
This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths. And ultimately, all we leave behind are precious memories. Hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there, shall we?
I mean,
What
I've watched
fascinating
the trailer
memories
of
will
you
you
two
bring
dancing.
for me next time we meet?
I needed
I
a cold
sincerely
shower
look
after
forward
that
to
shit.
them.
Have you run into trouble? Got separated in the memory zone, but necessary memory. Do I need to get off the express and help? The Reverie Hotel room was very I think we kind of fell through a hole in the escape. That was...
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
Oh. Oh, I just have a bunch of those lying around. Cool. Zero, seemingly absent from Black Swan's collection. The card's art, she casts her gaze into the mist of destiny. Oh. It's the Fool Arcana. Okay. That's a pretty fair characterization for the... That's a pretty fair characterization for the Nameless.
Yeah.
Can I pay the Lucky statue?
Check. Like a long face, buddy! Cheer up! TikTok! Oh boy! I've eaten too much this time!
So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
And then we doze off. And have another weird dream. Or meet someone else. Yeah, good.
Better unsheath that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive, as are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
Except the
Taurus
destruction
Fire Demon.
fucking hates you, dude.
Even if you sacrifice your life for that eon, you won't get special treatment.
The Annihilation Gang is treated with contempt by
You tread the narrow
the path of the
the
destruction.
heart. You could never understand. We come from the fire and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy until all the kindling has burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground. Burning forms the entire life of a fire demon, from the beginning to the end. We are born to die, just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth. All things are created for the destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn my heart. They're still young, and I don't believe them. But my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring Purgatory with me there, and before that, I must surpass you.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have. Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword For we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this. Destruction is intense, but brief. To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
A bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity. I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world.
A phrase that still makes me twitch because I play.
I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice. However, you appear to be ignorant of this, so it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I've also been wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help, but I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way, but as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. For a little light, and to burn, to keep on burning, until I turn to ash. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in Serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. March, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony is going to turn into a bloodbath.
but the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Oh, hang on.
Are we missing
I've
the
encountered
forest for
this
the trees
scene
here?
in the wild.
I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle. Can we believe him?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Look, let's
Can we
try to
even do
gather
that
intel first
if
and
there's a
then
fucking
list all the
shapeshifter
possible
around?
outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. He's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
I got a lot out of this.
No, I can't accept this.
That's fair.
Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
I don't think we're that good.
Could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts.
Okay, it wasn't the scene I thought it was. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I cannot get over just extremely serious conversation about all the politicking and finagling we have to do to make anything work around here. And then just opens our phone. Always open to pull for your game account. Yeah, sure. I know he's a lucky motherfucker. Wow, B. So generous of you, boss. Thanks. Oops, I pressed send too early. Just a little extra notice for good luck with this new gig.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Real world, she had no choice but that to me. Alright. That's kinda cute.
The gong... The gong rings loud, performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I still can't go to Divergent Universe. Still completed all of that. They aren't... Yeah, they aren't gonna give me the full thing for that. Whatever. It's fine. Oh. Rolled over midnight. Cool. Hey, Himiko.
Avengerine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance. The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's gotta be something important enough that everyone will notice. But it also can't be anything too out in the open. He's definitely going for the family, and it's just a matter of how. The harmony is strong in Penacony, and almost impossible to take on head-to-head. The fact that the IPC dispatched Aventurine shows that they do not intend to simply play by the book here. I'm just speculating. In any case, we have to be careful when handling Aventurine. He's skilled at reading people and discerning the right moment to strike. Also, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Oh, that's fucking revolting.
Aventurine said something that concerns me. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you. It was a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem more suspicious. Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile. Two birds, one stone. However, I asked Dan Heng back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages. It wasn't something that Aventurine made up out of thin air. You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron? That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to a T. They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
I really love Clocky.
It's Margie. What's up, Margie?
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. That everything's just some horrible prank.
It's always uncomfortable
Because
finding March this
Aren't we supposed to be inside a dream?
diminished.
How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't only good things happen here? Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head.
Oh, I think we'll get things back to
Yeah, of course. At times like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on. Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us were all outsiders from another world. Aw, what a mess. I really want a nice cool drink of soda to help me calm down. But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that he witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about Miss Robin while we're out there.
How about we split off into two groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape. I'll investigate those, and we can link up again later.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well. Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch. Honored guest.
Oh.
Could you come out
So
for a
this
second?
is the scene I've encountered in the wild.
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Welt.
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade, and that you're now attempting to unleash another bloodbath on Penacony.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board.
Yeah, I imagine
Is
that's
he
an
okay?
uncomfortable.
That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
It's an uncomfortable topic to bring up.
He's fine. Let's stick with the topic. Gaining my trust all depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm. By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups. Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
All right.
I've been watching
Well,
her
that's a little
closely for a while
ominous.
now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch, this music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things.
If you consider this
I
to be...
know much, and I can predict even more.
How is this
With some
minimalist?
help, the dead can be made
This
to
is
speak.
Art Deco as fuck.
The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in the land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... it's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Who are you? Who are you?
I think that's Sparkle fucking
It's-
there.
No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an... unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the banquet store, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative seat at the Interstellar Congress. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Avgin extinction event into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Eon belief system.
All right.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm. You chew us up with the cracked earth. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaiathra Triclops, if thou can hear me, please open up thy 3 eyes and gaze upon this child. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy, the rain. It's raining.
Raining? Mom. Raining.
It is raining. It's true. Those
soldiers weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go back home.
Back home. Gaiathra Triclops. You came. Do you hear that? Thank you. Thank you. Darling, listen. This is the sound of rain. On the day you were born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gaiathra. Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avgen. My boy. May the goddess Gaiathra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever peaceful. And your schemes forever concealed. Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it? Find anything?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself, until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. He must have come across the other one. This murderer is a psycho. And I have to say, the case does represent an opportunity. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up. What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible, gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward. has to be Robin. Remember? That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her. But she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. I'm starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Well, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. That man's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands. Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show is about to begin.
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanicus star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
Clear that out. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna call it. I didn't make it to the maintenance, although I don't think I missed by much, so